So DeWanna Bonner is somebody that could have been 50 grand richer, but she decided she wanted to leave the Indiana Fever. That's her choice. It was her choice to be 50 grand poorer at the end of the day. She made that choice.
There are bad decisions in sports. And then there's what DeWanna Bonner did. She quit the Indiana Fever mid-season, just walked away. No trade, no meeting, no conversation.
If you guys don't know, obviously, DeWanna Bonner was a player for the Fever, and she's currently a player for absolutely nobody. She's currently a player for nobody. She's currently a player for YMCA Basketball Club.
And now, she's stuck watching the very team she abandoned hoist a trophy, pocket thousands in Commissioner's Cup money, and become the most talked about franchise in the WNBA.
What's been happening with DeWanna Bonner has simply been, making shockwaves throughout the sports world. That is her quitting this Indiana Fever basketball team. Now, she's been saying online that she didn't quit. Either way she tried to spin it, she quit the damn team. I don't care what nobody says, bruh. She's a quitter. Well, I'm telling you right now, a lot of people is definitely poking fun at her online for missing out on $50,000, bro. Now, if you guys did not notice, the Indiana Fever winning the Commissioner Cup grants each player on the basketball team.
Meanwhile, she's unemployed, unwanted, and by all signs, desperate to be taken back. It's not just that she walked out, it's when she did it, right before Indiana turned into a powerhouse, right before they clicked, and right before they became a magnet for elite talent. Bonner missed the moment, missed the money, and missed her chance at legacy. Now she has to see the Fever dance in Champaign while she sits at home scrolling through her phone. You just know she regrets her decision. This is the brutal story of how one of the WNBA's most respected veterans may have just thrown it all away, and why deep down she knows it.
Damn team. Now, it's kind of funny now, but I know it ain't funny to her because she's been awkwardly quiet. She didn't congratulate the team for whatever reason, and people was definitely.
Let's go back to the moment it all unraveled. DeWanna Bonner, a two-time WNBA champion, decided the Indiana Fever weren't worth her time. She didn't sit down with management. She didn't request a trade. She didn't even wait for the season to end. She just quit. She thought she was too good for the team and deserved the right to start every game. Everyone thought she would be a great leader for this young team and not show them how to act sour and abandon ship when it starts to get tough.
Because you see this, facing backlash after DeWanna Bonner moved. And look, I'm going to keep it real here. Far as I'm concerned, DeWanna Bonner quit on this team. And I mean, she quit.
She left mid-season, cold, unapologetic. She thought she was above it all, that the Fever were going nowhere, that playing alongside a rookie like Caitlyn Clark wasn't worth her effort, or maybe she thought the league would line up to sign her once she walked away, but she misread the moment completely. In a league that values loyalty, culture, and toughness, Bonner's exit sent the opposite message. It wasn't leadership, it wasn't professional, it looked like quitting, and the league took notice. But what came next? That's where this story gets painful.
And for the first time in franchise history, the Indiana Fever are WNBA Commissioner's Cup champions.
Not long after Bonner walked out, the Indiana Fever did something most people didn't see coming. They caught fire. Led by Clark and a re-energized roster, they surged through Commissioner's Cup play, dominated the tournament, and brought home the trophy. Every player on that roster took home a fat check. Every player except DeWanna Bonner. By quitting early, Bonner gave up the one thing every vet in her position still fights for: one more chance at glory and a big-time bonus. That prize money would have been huge. For a veteran near the end of her career, it's the kind of check you don't leave on the table. And yet, Bonner left it. For what? Pride, frustration, ego. Whatever the reason, she watched from the couch while her former team celebrated under confetti. No trophy, no bonus, no part in what could have been her legacy. And now, with the dust settled, she wants back in, crying how she regrets her decision. But I mean, who wouldn't regret missing out on $50,000? But there's just one problem. Her replacement might be a massive upgrade.
Look like Emma Messerman is definitely headed to the WNBA. Could she be potentially teaming up?
Emma Miesemann isn't just good, she's elite. Finals MVP, international champion, a walking mismatch with the kind of poise and skill every contending team dreams about. And rumor has it, she's seriously considering Indiana, the same Indiana that Bonner walked away from. Let that sink in.
Annie Costable has released something on Front Office Sports where she's talking about the DeWanna Bonner situation. It's like WNBA countdown deadline could spur deals for DeWanna Bonner and Emma Miesemann.
So this is Annie Costable X account, man, and it's pretty much breaking down exactly what has been happening, man, with this whole DeWanna Bonner situation and Emma Miesemann. Now, word on the street is that Emma Miesemann, has been receiving offers from several WNBA teams. I did a video a couple months ago letting you guys know how the Fever should have been trying to sign her.
Miesemann brings everything Bonner once did, and more. She's a professional, a leader, a proven winner, and most importantly, she wants to join the Fever. She sees what Bonner couldn't. She sees potential. She sees momentum. She sees a franchise rising, and she wants to be part of it. If Miesemann signs with Indiana, Bonner won't just be replaced. She'll be erased. Her minutes gone, her influence forgotten, and her exit officially written off as the best thing to ever happen to the Fever. And at the center of it all, Caitlyn Clark. When Bonner walked, she didn't just leave a team, she left a revolution. Caitlyn Clark came into the league with pressure, hype, and a target on her back, and she delivered. She transformed Indiana from a struggling franchise into a must-watch attraction. Packed arenas, national media attention, game-changing performances. And while Clark was grinding, Bonner was scrolling. Clark's impact didn't just elevate the team, it shifted the league. Veterans started watching, free agents started circling, and suddenly playing in Indiana wasn't just acceptable, it was desirable. Bonner could have been part of that. She could have shared the floor with a rising icon. She could have been a mentor, a co-star, a champion. Instead, she's become a cautionary tale, and the silence around her name speaks louder than ever.
Again, just to recap, said she was taking time away from the team for personal reasons. I thought she was dealing with like a death in the family or something. I thought, no, we're not going to talk about that. That's her business. And next thing you know, we look up and we're hearing she doesn't care about being with the team. She doesn't want to be with the team. And then we find out she wants out of town and tells all the other teams, don't pick me up. If I'm waived, don't pick me up. I'm going to the Mercury, where her girlfriend plays.
You'd think a player with Bonner's resume would have offers lined up. She's a two-time champ. She's scored thousands of points. She knows how to win, but the phone isn't ringing. Teams don't want to roll the dice on someone who walked out on their teammates. Not in this league. Not now. Before, she was demanding teams not to pick her as she wanted to play for the Mercury. She thought she had leverage on the whole thing and thought she could go wherever she pleased. But reality hit harder than a rock. Reports suggest she's been quietly trying to make her way back into the conversation, reaching out, hoping, but doors that slam shut this loudly don't often reopen. Because here's the truth, when you quit on your team, you don't just lose minutes, you lose trust. And Bonner may have lost that for good. Meanwhile, Indiana, they're winning without her, and it's not a coincidence.
Number one, even if you believe you didn't quit, it's our right to say you did if our opinion is such. We have that right. The fan base has that right. I mean, DeWanna Bonner can be mad and be like, I didn't quit on them. That's great. But you need to look at all the steps that happened here. And what do you think it looks like?
The Fever didn't beg Bonner to stay. They didn't scramble after she left. They stayed the course, and that patience paid off. They found leaders in the locker room. They leaned into Clark's style, and they started playing with purpose. When adversity hit, they didn't fold. They tightened up. Now, they're hoisting trophies and shopping for finals MVPs like true contenders. Maybe she was the cancer in the locker room that had to go in order for the team to become great.
Talking about the lifestyles of people inside these locker rooms. and how different the lifestyle is between Caitlyn Clark, Lexi Hull, Sophie Cunningham, and Aaliyah Boston versus Stephanie White, DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, and how that dynamic may or may not be hurting this team a lot. There could be some drama there behind the scenes, I believe, that has split the locker room. Now that the drama is over, we hope we can focus on basketball again.
Whatever the case is, Bonner created the space, the Fever filled it with fire, and if Miesemann joins, the story flips completely. Indiana didn't just lose a veteran, they upgraded, big time. And for Bonner, the view from the outside must be devastating.
What Bonner did would piss off any actual fans of sports. 110% correct.
You can see it on her social media, the cryptic posts, the quiet quotes, the silence between the lines. She knows she walked out on a team that was about to take off. She knows she left a paycheck, a championship shot, and a legacy move on the table. And now, all she can do is watch. As Miesemann walks through the door, Bonner slammed shut. As Caitlyn Clark builds something Bonner never believed in. As Fever fans cheer louder, because the player who quit is gone, and the team just keeps getting better.
Okay, the moment you've been waiting for. We had so much talent on the court, so much talent, but we do have to pick one MVP. So averaging 18 points a game in these finals, almost 5 rebounds a game, 22 points tonight, and she did it all series off the bench. Emma Miesemann.
This isn't just a fall from grace, it's a full-on collapse. The kind of ending no veteran wants, and no team forgets. DeWanna Bonner thought she was making a statement, but the only statement that came out of her decision was that Indiana didn't need her. They moved on, they leveled up, they won without her, and they might land a finals MVP in the process. Bonner, she's left with questions, silence, and regret. No team, no cup, no comeback in sight. It's a harsh reminder in professional sports. Character still counts, loyalty still matters, and when you walk away from the grind doesn't wait for you to come back. Bonner missed her moment, and Indiana made sure they didn't miss theirs. What do you think? Should Bonner get another shot, or is this just karma doing its job? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more drama from the WNBA's wildest season yet, because trust me, this league, it's just getting started.